Well, I was avoiding to talk about this, but there is no point to evade it more. Now let's talk about crucibles. Crucibles is the new way Gregorius T chose to hold the smelting of metal. As you can see on those furnaces, we have some material. Have some lead, some bismuth, some tin, some copper, and more copper. Because one is copper, it was tetrahedrite. The same with cassiterite or cruciate. This is all the metals you can melt into normal furnace. All of the metals need to be done into the crucible. The reason why these metals could be cooked on the normal oven is because of the temperature of meltdown. As I will show you, this is the stone is melting crucible, and you can see that the heat it can get before meltdown is 1250, and all those ores have this thing in common. All the melt point of them is below that. Not a single one is nearly high as that. Well, this one is. Thanks for contradicting me. Fine. All the other metals need to be done with the crucible. And probably the one you're gonna make in the beginning is the hardened clay crucible. Simple because it is simple and cheap to make. Always suffer. Well, you saw the recipe. And you place down like this. But you should not place like this on the ground. You should place it on top of a burning box, because this burning box is what's gonna give heat to the crucible, to it to smelt things. And how to place things on it is very simple. You simply take what you want to smelt and toss inside of it. Point, 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 until it's get full. Like this. You can also use a hopper to insert metals into the crucible. Just place on top of it and place whatever you want to place inside, and it will slowly go inside of it. When you turn on the advanced tooltips, you can see the information on every ore, metal and block you get. Here you can see the amount of tetrahedrite this crucible has, the melting points, the boil, and every stuff else. But as you can see, we have two values here. We have a value for tetrahedrite and a unity for stone, because this is cruciate, it's not the pure ore. So we're gonna get stone with it. In the beginning it should be always like this. Since you can't make a cauldron without iron, and iron need to be made on the crucible, so you need to make a crucible. However, there's something interesting about the crucible even on this state. It seems that it's already separated the stone from the ore, and the stone is always the first layer of the crucible. So if I right click here, you're gonna see that I start to getting stone scraps, which is about the same amount as I dropped of minerals. So let's keep getting it. And we are full. Let's get more. It stopped. We have removed all the stone from the crucible, and the ore we tossed in it has now turned into scrap version of it. Each scrap equal one nugget or one tile pile. So you can use the crucible to separate your minerals into the pure and the pure version of it without the stone to get in your way when smelting it. And it seems Greg decided to make almost all metals melting, for now at least, to be done in the crucible. There is a lot of versions of crucibles. Sorry. Start with the stone, which is useless since most things that can be smelted in the crucible of stone can be made on the vanilla furnace, all the way to very rare materials like osmium, and you can see that it's a very high temperature before melting down. Melting down will be explained better on the video about alloy making. But probably the first one I'm gonna make is the ceramic, since it has a good amount of resistance before that, and it's pretty cheap to make, just clay. One another interesting fact about the crucible, it's not only to smelt some materials, it also has some other different uses, like transformation. What you mean? I have this is the tetrahedrite. You can see the components where you can smelt it, be products, and here is something interesting. Processing data. He says that each piece of tetrahedrite on this melting turns into copper. So if I toss the tetrahedrite I have on this crucible on this, and to the point it melts down, when it cools back, it won't be tetrahedrite anymore, it will be copper. This is marble, and I'll toss some here in the cauldron. When I pick it back, it is marble scrap. However, looking at the book about it, when it is smelted, it will return as calcite. So all I need to do is melt some marble to get calcite. That's used to make some alloys, and it's required, and you're probably gonna have to make a lot of this. So in a short resume about this, crucibles are the way that Gregorius T decided to all metal ores above those low tiers want to be done on GT6, liking or not. Just something that Greg recently added. Now you can use water buckets to cool down crucibles. Just place on it and you're gonna drop the temperature quite a bit. No burn, yay. Also, you can place a lava bucket on it to get it heated up. Boom. From 0 to 1050. But it is ticking down, and we have some lava inside of it. When it gets down below the melt point of lava, which is 1000K, what will happen? Wait for it. Wait for it. What is cool down lava? Obsidian! Yay!